Here's another fun one from science that just broke as well over the last few days that I was just sitting and smiling about. Scientists share new moon origin theory and claim collision theory is false. Now, this is an epic title for a news article because up until now, their whole collision theory was the very center of how the moon was formed. Something collided with Earth billions of years ago, and a chunk of Earth broke off, and that is the moon. And this, we'll get into that, but that was their theory all along. Now, suddenly, 2024, they're saying the collision theory is false. Back in the 80s, experts thought the moon was a result of an explosive collision with the protoplanet Theia. But a new study indicates this may not be the case. Researchers from Penn State University believe the moon started as one part of a terrestrial binary, a pair of rocky objects orbiting one another. So they're traveling through space and orbiting one another. When one of the rocks got within Earth's gravitational force, it was pulled into orbit in a process known as binary exchange capture, while the other rock was launched into space. No one knows how the moon was formed, according to them. I happen to know, but this is according to their lead researcher, Professor Darren Williams. For the last 4 decades, we have had one possibility for how it got there. Now we have 2. So in the last 4 decades, they're telling me they haven't read the Bible. Upon studying 800 pounds, 363 kgs, of lunar material taken back by NASA's Apollo missions, the analysts discovered the moon had similar chemical composition to Earth, and this finding made the theory popular. So what they brought back from there is very much the same as what we have here. That opens up a whole different can of worms about whether they were there or weren't there, and whether it comes from the desert or not. Again, side story. With this in mind, it was concluded the moon was created when debris was knocked loose when a celestial body hit Earth. However, the theory wasn't foolproof, as Professor Williams and his co-author noted how the moon should be orbiting above the equator if it has been molded into a sphere from a ring of debris. This is where experts, unknown drips under pressure, turn to the binary exchange capture, which implies Earth pulled in one of the 2 rocks as they were passing by, and Professor Williams references Triton, Neptune's largest moon, to reaffirm that point. Though it should be noted that the planetary binary would have to pass within 80,000 miles, 128,000 kilometers, of Earth at a speed below 6,700 miles per hour, 10,800 kilometers, which is fairly slow, all things considered. Now that is really slow for a massive thing as big as the moon and its buddy to pass by Earth. If you consider Apophis, wormwood, is moving at a speed of 10,000 miles per hour on average and more. So this doesn't even hold water. However, the theory requires several implausible events happening at once, so pretty tricky for experts to prove. And the problems they have is the exact angle the moon is sitting to the Earth, the exact position it's sitting to the Earth, how it affects the tides. All these things couldn't just have happened by chance. So then, how was the moon formed? Genesis 1, verse 14 to 16 tells you. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the sky. These lights will separate the days from the nights. They will be used for signs to show when special meetings begin and to show the days and years. They will be in the sky to shine light on the earth." And it happened. So God made the 2 large lights. He made the larger light to rule during the day and the smaller light to rule during the night. He also made the stars. God made it. But if they can't accept that, they'll just keep playing with theories. And this article proves it once and for all. God is truth, and what he says is what happened. Shalom.